2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
Going back at the wall, he leaps. Hill dives. Did he get it? He did. Up the middle. Trey Turner to his left. Pops up. Fantastic break. Down to the third.
We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Number 56 makes his big league debut right after this. So coming to the plate, Aaron Judge. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with a runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
Stepping up now, Aaron Hicks. Looking to get something to the right side with that leadoff man at second to start the ball game. Swing and a ground ball to third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Into the box, Miguel Andujar. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Standing in now, Brett Gardner. Here's a ground ball heading for Smoke over at first base. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Didi Gregorius. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to Smoke. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More to come on MLB Network's. Standing in, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Now the 3-2 pick. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in, Kendrys Morales. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Andujar in foul ground, and that's the third out. 1, 2, 3, go the Blue. Next for New York, Neil Walker. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
In now, Gary Sanchez. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
Pillar is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Stepping into the box, Aaron Hicks. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Pillar's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Miguel Andujar. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Stepping in now, Brett Gardner. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Dan, after this infield hit right here, this guy has to be so frustrated. He's been having a rough outing, and he's not discriminating the way he gives them up.
No, he isn't. You know what he's going to do after this one? He's going to go to the movies and watch the movie about himself, the Rocky Horror Pitching Show, because this has been a nightmare.
Into the box, Didi Gregorius. Ground ball right side. Oh, beautiful dive. It's in time. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Justin Smoke now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right at second. And there's one away.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they called him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Popped him up. Sanchez is there. And that ends the inning. Jays go down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luke Voigt, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pilar is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman.
Here's Neil Walker, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Now batting, the center field. Striding
into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. Into the second deck and gone. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Ground ball foul down the left side. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The 1-2. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Bottom of. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Popped him up. Voigt has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's 0 for 7. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
And this is fouled at the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed by Tulowitzki, and he's a strikeout victim to make for 2 away. Stepping into the box, Russell Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. He'll try again. 1-2. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Mark Leiter answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. The 2-1. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. Richard facing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just dropped.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. Well, that was certainly worth another look with Showtrack. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Pilar. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Travis. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So it's 1. Into the box, Kevin Pilar. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game. Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Pilar stands at first with 1 out. Hit hard on the ground to second. Gloved by Walker. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Didi Gregorius. He was a ground out victim last time up. Fly ball out to right field. Richard is going to get there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first.
Stepping up to the plate, Luke Voigt. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Standing in now, Neil Walker. High in the air down the right field line. Richard has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Giancarlo Stanton now. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. The 1-1. Bouncer to the left side. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yanks leave 1. Here's Justin Smoke now. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Judge is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Here's Randall Grichuk, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. Voigt takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman.
Digging in, Yankees Solarte. He popped out in his first trip. He pulls this one into right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner too after that one as we get another look at it here. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So digging in now, Gary Sanchez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The right fielder, number 99.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Here it comes, the 3-0. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
Designated hitter, Aaron.
Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Russell Martin now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Throw to first will get him easily. The 1-1 home. Down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Yankees are challenging.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. Into the box now, Brett Gardner. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees.
At the plate, Didi Gregorius. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 3-1. Right side, hit hard. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in, Luke Voigt. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Andujar isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Now it's cut off. The throw to the plate, but not in time as he's across with the run.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
The 1-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. A dive by Tulowitzki, but he comes up empty. That's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Riding in once again, Gary Sanchez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone up into the second deck. Now, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on ShowTrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will get there to make the running play. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Now batting,
Into the box now, Devin Travis. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Voigt is there, 1 away.
the batter, number 8.
Here's Kendrys Morales. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Pillar, base runner at first with 1 out.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The 1-2 At the knees and called strike 3.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Popped him up. Sanchez has a play. And that's the 3rd out. Now in the box, Miguel Andujar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line towards center field. Pilar is there, and he has it for the 1st out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Pulled toward right center field. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Here's Didi Gregorius. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Luke Voigt. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And the run will score all the way from first.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hernandez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Here's Randall Grichuk. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Yangervis Solarte. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Gregorius moving to his left. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Ready for another chance? Giancarlo Stanton. He singled his last time up. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting,
Stepping in, Gary Sanchez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit hard to short. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Aaron Judge. Past history with Joe Biagini. It's been a steady 5 for 9. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Pilar's there, and the inning is over. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that.
Matinee baseball from MLB Network. We're live at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He will lead this one off today. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Gardner. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, third baseman.
So striding forward now, Matt Duffy. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The temperature here at game time still definitely on the cool side. 51 degrees at first pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. We'll be right back. Ready now, Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Kiermaier at the track. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Stepping in now, Brett Gardner. Sent on the ground out to second. Wendell moving to his right. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Third baseman.
Stepping in, Miguel Andujar. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up. And that's the second out.
Batting fourth.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And now a jump throw against his body. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, C.J. Cron, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And that's hitting 101 right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
Judge has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Daniel Robertson. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Cone leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Rays strand just the one. They trail this one 1-0. Giancarlo Stanton now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now batting, Gleyber Torres, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 8th, first baseman.
Now to the plate, Luke Voigt. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Scorched to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Yankees lead it. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the 3rd from the Bronx. Bounce towards the second baseman. Torres brings it in. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. At the plate, number 19. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Joey Wendell. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he will make the catch here just in front of the first row, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. It remains 1-0. In now is the Yankees DH, Aaron Hicks, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 3-1. Back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here's big Aaron Judge. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the ledger? He does. 7 in a row. Into the box now, Matt Duffy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. Both guys pretty close. Top speeds of 95 and 94. So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Tommy Pham goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is... Now at the plate, Miguel Andujar. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
This is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. On the ground is short. This could be 2. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in. Stanton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of. Here's Carlos Gomez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner is there. 1 out.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Daniel Robertson. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gardner is there. 2 down. Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
The 1-2. And another foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Count still at 1-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that it's battle.
The 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it. Striding in, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that'll get over the wall, so the runner will have to hold up at third. Here's big Aaron Judge. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Hey, it's hard to say if he would have scored if the ball hadn't hopped over the wall. They might have held the runner at third because there were no outs, but who knows? Either way.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Brett Gardner.
Liner toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. The way their pitcher is going, Dero, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Gardner leads off first with 1 away. Popped him up. Wendell is calling for it. And that's the second out of the inning. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Didi Gregorius. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now the payoff pitch home. Line toward the gap in left center. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap that inside-out swing. As a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. This is line to left. Oh, and he misses it. And the second run will score as well. The relay throw won't get him.
Yeah, I'd like to see this one again because at first glance it looked like a routine play, and yeah, it was. He just misses it somehow, and 2 runs come across the score. That's beyond costly right there.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Into the box, Gleyber Torres. Hit to third. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. Fair to say? Oh, my goodness. Coming to the plate now, number 19. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. No hits to this point.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
In now, Matt Duffy. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Sanchez over to his left, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here. At the plate, Luke Voigt. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Oh, but that'll be shy of the monuments as it hits off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And a great start to the inning for the Bombers. It's a leadoff triple.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
So 1-1 home. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. And good for him. Aaron Hicks has just launched his first major league home run. Hard to say how many more of these he'll hit in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got at least one.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over in his head. And now his phone's going to blow up. He'll be calling his parents, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Digging in now, Brett Gardner. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Judge on at first, nobody out. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Judge is on his way home. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him. Digging in now for the Yankees, Miguel Andujar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kiermaier giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Didi Gregorius, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Heart of the order. So striding in, Tommy Pham. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Judge has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Up next for
here's C.J. Cron now.
First baseman, C.J. Cron.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Striding forward now is the DH, Carlos Gomez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Kiermaier. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting. Center fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Giancarlo Stanton. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a take.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Kiermaier looks up. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Known to all pitchers the rest of the game, if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
In now, Gleyber Torres, heading out towards shallow right. Wendell ranges back, and he has it for route number 2.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Luke Voigt. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Hard on the ground toward short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run. No errors and no one. Up next for the Rays, Daniel Robertson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit high and deep to right center. On the move is Stanton. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Dylan Betances will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Digging in once again, number 1, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Well hit to right, but foul. And he strikes him out. Back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Aaron Hicks. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Aaron Judge. He went deep earlier and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Hit in the air to center field. On the move is Kiermaier. Around first, he's digging for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. The 2-1. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Standing in now, Miguel Andujar. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. The relay throw, and this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Ryan Stanek comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Giancarlo Stanton now. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Pham ranging back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Into the box now, Gleyber Torres. Hit to short. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. 9th inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 16-0. So coming to the plate, number 19. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready on 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. A full count now.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Popped him up. Andujar has a play. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
16-0 the final this afternoon. The New York Yankees sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Lance Lynn gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he allows only 2 hits through 7+ innings.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young. Let's check out some of the results from yesterday. Starting in the AL East, Giancarlo Stanton had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays, 16-0. It was their 5th straight victory. The Blue Jays got 11 hits overall as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd, 6-3. The Houston Astros amassed 14 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-1. The Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 7-2. Jorge Soler collected a total of 4 driven in, leading the Royals to the win over the Tigers 6-5. The Indians combined for a 4-hitter as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 11-0. The Oakland Athletics racked up 11.
Rain falling here in the tri-state area as we close in on game time at Yankee Stadium. The homestand continues with the second of 2 between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. The Yanks have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Luis Severino will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched well in his last one, getting through 7 innings in his last start. We'll see if he can turn in another quality start and pick up the win in this one also.
1-2 now. The 1-2. This is pulled into right. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I think the guy to watch is Matt Duffy, the Duff Man. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
It's a swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul. Lifted down the line in left. Gardner on the move. Around first, digging for 2. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no telling how far he could have gotten.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Batting fourth, first baseman.
Here's C.J. Cron now, runner in scoring position with 2 down. Duffy at second with 2 down. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Stanton has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Tampa. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Now batting, Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And he will start the bottom of the first with a leadoff 2-base hit.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
hammered the other way to deep right field. Pham looking up. See you later. Over the wall. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
When that pitch was moved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
In now, Brett Gardner pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier on the run. One down. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Hey, after that hit right, hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's only 2 for 10. The 1-1. Runners on the move for second. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And there's out number 2. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. 1-1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Obviously, this is a pitcher's nightmare, but it's a manager's nightmare, too. It's only the first inning your starter has already given up 4 hits. The last one, an absolute frozen rope. The last thing he wants to do is get someone up in the pen, but he might not have any other choice.
Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. Here's Carlos Gomez. Previous history with Luis Severino. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Oh, it's off the third base bag. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Standing in now, Daniel Robertson. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Rays strand just the one. They trail it. Digging in, Luke Voigt. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's take a look at center fielder Kevin Kiermaier, multiple Gold Glove winner, probably the most athletic outfielder in all of baseball. This guy makes the highlight reel look routine and has an absolute rocket for an arm.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Robertson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Stepping up now, Aaron Judge. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit hard up the middle. Wendell up the middle. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Stepping into the box, number 19, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He hit the ball hard, but lined out to start the ball game. 2-2. Grounded to the right, backhanded on to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Hard hit to first, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Judge is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. He flew out in his last at-bat. Slider, and he touches 90 with that one. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the end. Ready to take his hacks again, Aaron Hicks, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
1-1. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He reached on a single in his first try. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game. Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Hard on the ground toward short. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. The Yankees lead it 5-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Carlos Gomez. He singled his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Carlos Gomez goes down to become the first out here in the fourth. Popped him up. Voit in foul ground. And that's the second out of the inning. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. First time up, he went down looking. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Well, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Striding into the box, Luke Voit. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that's the first out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
Stepping in now, Neil Walker. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. On the move is Kiermaier, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Now batting.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Kiermaier. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, a double play. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Stepping into the box, number 1 comes into this at-bat 0-for-1 in the ball game.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Joey Wendell. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Duffy gloves it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Brett Gardner.
Digging in, Brett Gardner. He's 1-for-2 in this one. And the pitch on 2-1. High fly ball out to deep right field. Pham ranging back, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Into the box, Miguel Andujar. A bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
In now, Didi Gregorius. But this is speared by the first baseman. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
For the Yankees.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Jose De Leon gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton, line towards center field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. Through 5 innings, and it's all New York, 6-0 Yanks. So digging in now, Matt Duffy. He'll lead things off for Tampa here in the 6th. Heading out toward shallow right. Judge is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Tommy Pham.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. No hits to this point. That one's in there, 3-1. There's ball 4.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks, so that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Stanton. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay 6th. And standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. Pham is off at first with 2 away. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. At the plate, Luke Voigt. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
He pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Hot shot on the ground is short. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Yankees, they lead it 6-0. Digging in, Daniel Robertson, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. And he struck him out, so double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Into the box now, number 1. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the end. Now in the box, Aaron Hicks. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Here's Brett Gardner now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run. But listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Miguel Andujar now, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Grounded down the third baseline. Skips through, and he really has their number now. 4 for 4 in this one. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Riding in once again, number 19. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Standing in now, Matt Duffy. Softly hit out to short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Line drive, base hit to right. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff on.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box, he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt. Last time through was a base hit. The 1-1 home. Skied into very shallow right. Pham has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They lead it 6-0. Ready for another chance? Tommy Pham. It was a walk in his last trip. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Here's C.J. Cron now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
C.J. Cron.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Now with the plate, Daniel Robertson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The New York Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Severino earns the win, his second, and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. Blake Snell struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over.
Recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the AL East, Luis Severino got the W while striking out 16, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays 6-0. They now have 6 straight victories. The Blue Jays had 12 hits as a team as they dismantled the White Sox 9-0. The Baltimore Orioles got 12 hits in this one as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 7-6. The Tigers smacked 15 team hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-2. The Cleveland Indians combined for 10 hits as a team as they destroyed the Angels 6-0. The Rangers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they dismantled the A's 8-2. Mark Reynolds plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, helping the Nats down the Braves 9-5. The Mets completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 5-4. The Milwaukee Brewers got the best of the visiting Redbirds 2-1. The Twins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 8-2. The Padres snapped their 5-game losing streak as they bested the visiting Rockies 7-2. The San Francisco Giants allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 1-0. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Getting set for baseball now on a Thursday night from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers. So coming to the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Well, the mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Batting second here tonight, the designated hitter, number 34.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Roll, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly by Walker. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Orioles kept off the scoreboard. Yankees coming to bat in the first. You're watching MLB Network. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Smoked, but right into the shift. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away.
Batting second.
Here's Brett Gardner now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Miguel Andujar now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Into the box, Neil Walker. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. Good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. We are still scoreless. Here's Mark Trumbo now, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-2. It swung on and missed, strike 3. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. In past meetings with Jay Happ, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now. So striding.
Beckham.
The 1-1. Count is ready now. Gary Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A swing by Sanchez, and this one soaring out into left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Pitch on the way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, one away.
Batting sixth, the shortstop,
Didi Gregorius. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Lifted the other way to left center. Mancini giving chase. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Stanton on his way up to second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. In now for the O's, number 62. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. Now to the plate, Andrew Susac. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. And here's Renato Nunez. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Judge is on his horse. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the 3rd coming up. Stepping in, Luke Voigt, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. At the plate, Aaron Judge, 2nd at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. This is line to left. Mancini is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his 2nd at bat, Brett Gardner, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Popped him up. VR is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Jonathan VR back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this 2nd trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, John Andrioli, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Got him. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the... Into the box now, Miguel Andujar. He reached on a single in his first try. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mancini on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker. Cobb's ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Jones. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Yankees, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Settling in now, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Popped him up. There to take it is Gregorius for the first down.
Now batting, left fielder.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Now at the plate, Tim Beckham. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Gregorius has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Halfway home, still no score. Here's Didi Gregorius.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Mancini has a read on it. 1 down.
Center field number 27.
Striding in, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it. But it was basically right at the outfielder.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
On the ground to third. Nunez is up with it. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network. Digging in to try it again. Number 62. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
In now, Andrew Susac, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Grounded to third. Andujar's got it. On to first, and Happ's rolling now, 2 away.
Now batting,
And here's Renato Nunez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Andujar waits on it, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still no score. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the 6th. Hit sharply on the ground. Beckham ranges to his left. And
left fielder number 11, Brett Gardner.
at the plate, Brett Gardner. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Back up the middle. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jonathan Villar. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 2-2 the count. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that...
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Neil Walker. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And there to put this one away is Jones, and that's out number 1. Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Line drive to left. Mancini is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. We are still scoreless. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now. So striding in, Tim Beckham. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Down the third baseline. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So close, but with 1 swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Boy, it sure is, Matty V. Boy, you get that part of the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out, thinking about the 9th B-row, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. 1 left for the Orioles. Still no score. Coming to the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo shot here to left. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0. That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking. Richard Blyer is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. In now, Aaron Hicks. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now batting, first baseman.
So stepping in, Luke Voigt. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Takes this the other way to right. Number 62 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Here's Brett Gardner now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here he comes again, 1-2. On the ground to the right side. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Row. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Oh, and it's all target, and he'll be safe at third.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's hard to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Neil Walker. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mancini is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. 2 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. Standing in, Andrew Susac. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Aroldis Chapman comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Baltimore down to their final strike, and it's fouled away. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. He strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say that.
Hey, everybody, I'm Mark DeRosa.
All right, here we go.
MLB
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right here. Attention, please. A reminder, fans.